Congratulations on Crushed. It's streaming right now. It's available on Tubi TV. Niki, congratulations. I mean, you are now an official director. You have 2 movies that you under your belt.
Thank you. Now that Tony Toscano said it's official, I guess it's definitely official.
True.
Thank you. Yeah, we're really excited, and this is a really fun one. And it was my first comedy, and I really fell madly in love with comedy on this one. It's such a blast to work on.
They say comedy is harder to direct because you're not hearing the laughter, that you should, but you need to space that in your head and pause for the laughter. So are you listening to your grips and gaffers when they laugh?
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to get a grip to laugh, I will say. But we had like Video Village, they were just like this the whole time silently. But I pretty much went with my own instincts on what I was laughing at. And pausing for my own laughter because these guys had me cracking up throughout this entire experience.
Brenna, do you enjoy playing the good girl or the bad girl?
Oh, that's such a good question. I think it was so fun getting to play somebody that is so not me, but also I saying some of the lines that she had was so painful because she's just so mean at times. So it was definitely I don't know. I think there's upsides to both. I think one of my favorite moments in the movie is where, she kind of gets shot down in a taste of her own medicine. Yeah, I think that was one of my favorite parts, but I think there's good sides to both.
Baby, what brought you into the project? Was it because it was so funny? Do you enjoy drama or comedy?
I was really attracted to the script. I think Heidi did a really, really good job with creating a really solid script, and it kind of came to life on the page, which doesn't always happen when you're reading something. And I don't know, honestly, I came into the project so last minute. I was cast one day before we started shooting. And so, I had one conversation with Niki, which I think really encouraged me to, say yes, because your energy was so infectious and, you just had such a good, like, positive outlook and a clear vision. So I was really inspired to, come on board, I think from our interacting together. And then, everything else, I just kind of got lucky. I had no idea what the cast was going to be like. I hadn't worked with any of you before, and we all just had a really, really great time. Everyone was so pleasant. And, we all became very fast friends, I think.
Brenna, do you like working with Niki because she was an actress and is empathetic now as a director? Is that part of it?
100%. I also she is one of the most collaborative directors I've ever worked with. And her vision is so clear, yet so open-minded to our thoughts and the way she talks to us. Some directors, which I also don't mind, but I do prefer Niki's style of giving notes, because instead of saying, play it like this, do it like this, she asks questions to get us there on our own and together. And I think that's just more helpful for me as an actor as well.
Niki, do you allow a certain amount of improv in your day-to-day work? I mean, do you allow the actors to kind of riff a little?
Oh, I love improv. I think I selfishly really like it because I just get so used to the scene and the script and what's happening on the page, and I just run through it so much in my head that when I get surprised, it's so pleasant and so much fun. So I love that. I think trusting the actors with their own characters is so imperative when directing, and a huge part of that is just letting them have fun and play and do weird stuff on the spot. And we didn't really get to do it as much on Brenna and our last film, Night Night, because it was a psychological thriller, and it was it was very plot driven and dialogue driven. Yeah, calculated. But this was a comedy, and we just improved our way through this thing. Like, we were just constantly coming up with random weird joke ideas, or, a ton of scenes that were in it, like, got warped. And I think Heidi, our writer, did a great job of giving us a really great sort of like rubric and outline to get inspired off of.
Bebe, it must be a relief as an actress to be around people that are so trusting that they will allow you to kind of go off script and be more of the character than maybe is even on the page.
Indeed. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like maybe Kate kind of stuck to the page more than some of the other characters. I don't know if you would agree with that, Nikki, but it was really fun to kind of see everyone else, do their thing. And also it was actually very helpful because, coming on so last minute, I was worried about doing like, I was in every scene of the movie, and sometimes I was really stressed about learning my lines. And so, it was nice to have like slight freedom because, I think certain directors are like, this needs to be like word perfect. But I think sometimes we were able to like, bring different things that, weren't there initially, that I don't know, it was nice to live in the space and be in that moment.
And might I add, Bebe had so many lines that
Say that.
she is a memorizing champ.
It was like freaky. Yeah. The day before she came on, and I don't think you missed a single line throughout this whole thing.
So she's not like Marlon Brando, where she has to tape lines onto Robert Duvall.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh,
magic.
Yeah. Niki, how close do you work with your director of photography? I mean, this movie is wonderfully shot.
Oh, thank you. Very closely. I mean, whoever that ends up being is always like my right hand person. And I really firmly believe that it becomes like our film. And I was telling Bebe this when we originally were talking, when I was trying to convince her to say yes to doing the movie. And I feel this way about, the lead actors as well as the cinematographer, that, at the end of the day, people are going to watch this movie, and if they hate it, they're going to blame us. And if they love it, we're going to, be who they're probably going to think of first as to why that is. And that goes for them and for the cinematographers. So it feels really important to me to collaborate with them and make sure that throughout the whole process, they are happy to put their name on this project and attach themselves to it, and feel good about what it ends up being. And cinematography is such a huge part of my directing style that it's just inevitable that we end up just being like this throughout the whole process.
Talk to me for just a moment about your music selection too.
So this was interesting because music is really important to me for the post process. It's probably the most important thing to me. And we didn't have a composer on this. So it was so fast that I knew it was going to be too hard to go back and forth with someone and really nail the vision. So I was given basically a selection of songs from the network to choose from, and I was able to kind of pick them out as we edited the scenes every day as we went, because it was so fast. So I was able to kind of pick them out. And Brenna was actually staying with me while we were shooting this, because she lives in New York right now, and she saw me just like listening to song after song after song every night, like over the scene, trying to figure it out. But I didn't know what music to pair with comedy. I was like, what's funny? How do I do that without being cheesy and but still telling people like, hey, you're supposed to laugh right now. So I ended up finding children's music to use throughout this whole thing. So all those like little quirky, weird songs that you hear throughout are actually kids' songs that I chose.
I pointed that out because it just was so wonderfully done, and
oh, good, thank you.
it underlined the comedy.
Yay, that's what I was hoping for.
Brenna, you were going to say something?
Oh, was I? Oh, I probably forgot. Sorry. So sorry. I was gonna
That's
say
all right.
I love the music. I had no idea it was children's music. I love it.
We can edit. Don't worry. I love you guys, by the way. So as I should tell that I spent time with you in St. Louis and was trapped in a limo with you. It was just wonderful.
Trapped.
Trapped.
Well,
No, we gave you a great time. We were partying it up.
I know it was so much fun. Night that premiere, and you guys are right now on
The only one
TV.
missing.
Yeah, well,
Next time.
What did
you
I
guys
miss
come out.
out on?
You guys come out to Salt Lake, and I'll rent a limo, and we'll reenact everything.
There
And
you go.
And I know that me, Bebe, and Nikki we will all be working together again.
yeah, Nikki, that's something I really appreciate about you is that when you find somebody that you work well with, you're going to work with them again and again. You're creating like a theater troupe, like they used to do in the days of live theater that would travel. You'd have your same
Yeah.
group of people, but they play different roles and parts.
That's interesting. I love that. I can't really take credit for Brenna on this one. She actually told me that she was cast. I got a call from her while I was like on a text scout, and she's like, "I think I just got an offer for your movie." And I didn't know that they were offering her a role. I was beyond thrilled about it. And I tell Brenna, like, I want her and everything, and now BB too. But these ladies, I didn't really get to pick them out as I usually do, and I love that it happened that way because they were perfect for the roles, and I didn't really know what to expect with them going in, which was really cool because I think it was so fast, we were all able to kind of figure it out together, and we just had to trust each other because of the time limit on it, and we had no choice but to just really lean into that trust, and it really allowed you guys to really get into those characters, and I just got to sit back and watch what you did.
I have to say this about BB: the camera absolutely adores you.
Loves. Look at those eyes on camera. Oh goodness, I couldn't take my eyes off her. I watched with my friends last night, and a couple of my friends had a little crush on BB.
Really?
Yes.
God. Oh God.
Now the truth comes out.
Mm.
Well, Brenna, you're just amazing too. You look at those eyes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Nikki,
I call Brenna the human doll.
and that's the name
No,
of your
get
next
out of
film.
here.
There's the name of your next film, The Human Doll.
Oh boy, I don't
Ooh.
know what genre
Alright.
that's gonna be.
Nikki, I'm going to give you the final word. What do you think audiences are going to take away from watching Crushed?
I think that we're it's no secret we're in a tough time right now. We have been for a while. And I think that there's a shortage of good comedies out there, and there has been. And this is a very sweet, just purely funny movie. It's not, I think it's that formula we know and love, but it sort of takes it and twists it around a little bit, and it's a little more malleable in that sense, and it's kind of different. There's some twists and turns, and it's a little quirky and unexpected, but I think at the end of the day, I just want people to sit down for an hour and a half and be able to escape their day-to-day and the harsh realities of today, and just be able to laugh and have fun and remember what it was like back in high school or when we were young like that, when it felt like having a crush literally was like the end of the world. And now looking back, it's just you can just laugh at it because it was so silly. It's very relatable and it's very funny. I hope people just laugh and have fun watching it.
Maybe what's up next for you?
Well, the third and final season of our show Love Victor comes out in June, on June 15th on Hulu. So I'm really, really excited about that. And then, I'll be working on some music stuff. I released an EP last September.
Good.
Called 21st Century Hippie. And so I hope to kind of get out there and start playing some live shows because I have not done that yet.
Wonderful. Well, we'll invite you out here to Salt Lake. And Brenna, what's up for you?
I'm going to be filming in May a horror movie and called Burnouts. It's going to be very fun. And then in the summer, I'll be filming another feature called High Adventure, and it's got a lot of rock and roll in it.
Nikki?
I'm actually going to Utah on Tuesday. Yeah, you know what? I don't know what part of Utah I'm going to. I have to check my flight ticket or my ticket. But it might be. So I'll let you know. But I'm gonna be filming like a post-apocalyptic movie called.
Are you going to be out here for a little bit?
Yeah, about a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause all apocalyptic movies take a week in Utah because you don't have to set anything up. The cities are just they look like that.
I can't wait to see. I've never been, so.
Oh, it's the best.
Well, I'm going to take you out either to breakfast, lunch, or dinner when you're
I
out
love
here, and we'll get together.
Great, I'm in.
Congratulations again on Crushed. It's on
Thank
Tubi
you.
TV, and I want to see this as a series, maybe revisit it. And
You're not the first person to have said that today. Tubi, listen up.
yeah, Tubi, they're listening.
Listen, come on, give us a sequel. College years, hey.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you got to talk to my friend Jeff today.
Oh yeah, he told us to give you a hard time, but
Yeah, you did.
we
Don't
forgot.
worry. I love you all. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in
You're
Utah.
the best, Tony.
Thank you so much,
Bye.
Tony.